Hey everybody, my name is Jennifer. This is Metatrona speaking. Going to be doing a video today based on an interaction that I had during a client session. It wasn't even during, how do I say this? So it was during an activation. So with the activations that we provide, the first part of it is like a meditation that you do on your own. The second part of the activation is where we remotely attune and align your energy to whoever the activation is for. So if it's like Commander Ashtar, the Pleiadians, Merlin, the angels, whoever it is that we're aligning you to. So we do that remotely. And then after we're done with that remote process, um, we email you and we let you know what messages came through for you. So this is a message that one of my clients received recently. I'm not going to tell you the client's name or anything personal about the client, but I want to share with you what happened because it's relevant for all of us. And it's relevant that I share this with you. Um, so, this was for a Pleiadian activation. The client's Pleiadian guide's name was Liad. Uh, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Liad. Liad. Liad is what they're saying. Okay. Um, so this male Pleiadian comes towards me and he's holding like a treasure chest, like a golden chest, and it's facing outwards towards me. And he opens it up and there's golden light coming out of it. And he says, this light is for you. It is a light code. And so he's doing this, and whenever I have visions or get messages, whatnot, it's normally they'll do things to me that they really would do to the client if the client could see that. So he opens this chest, and so whatever's inside is meant for the client, right? Of course it is. He's also telling me, um, well, actually, he didn't even tell me. I knew it was for me too because I started feeling it really badly in a way that wasn't just me feeling it for her on her behalf so I could tell her about it. It was me feeling it because it was actually impacting me a lot. So he opens up this chest, the golden light comes out. He says it's a light code. I start getting really dizzy, like really dizzy, not like, oh, subtly dizzy, but like put your hands out. And I was already sitting down when this was happening. I could feel it in my third eye and I could feel it in my physical eyes, whatever changes were taking place. And then I was feeling it in my throat and in my crown chakras. I think, and this is what I say as it's happening, I think it entered the third eye and is now spreading up and down the chakras. I'm asking Liad what the light code is for. He says, it is strong, I know. My apologies to you. It's a very fine energy, and the high vibration is different from where your vibration typically operates at. So it's expected that you will feel some discomfort. This will subside in a few hours. So it's pretty much a really nice way of him saying, I'm giving you this light code. It's a much higher vibration than where you're at. So it's uncomfortable because it's anytime you have a vibration come into yours that's either much higher or much lower than yours, it feels intense one way or another. If it's too low, it feels disgusting. If it's too high, it could feel like you're in a wind tunnel or you're kind of being knocked back. Like it's just strong. Um, so he said it'll subside in a few hours. And so he said that, and it's still moving throughout me. I could feel it in my mouth. It is tingling. I see all the parts of me it has traveled through as having gold glitter that's like sparkling. I see a book inside of me. So this is symbolic. It's some kind of knowledge download. So they're showing me the light goes in, you now have this book in you. So I asked him to be very specific if he could. He says, these are special light codes. They need to be anchored into the earth. Gaia will use them and also emit an easier to process version for the rest of humanity. Just by walking outside, these light codes will root themselves into Gaia. This will continue for the remainder of your lives. Everywhere you walk outside, these light codes are seated in you both now forever. So he says more, but I want to stop for a minute and just touch on what he's saying. So he's saying Gaia, the planet, needs these light codes. It needs to go from the light worker into the planet. Gaia is going to transmute this and make it more appropriate to process and give it back to the rest of humanity. But my client and I, they were saying, have these light codes, and as we walk outside at any given point, we're seeding this into the planet. The next thing he tells me is that you will emit these codes to those individuals who are meant to hold them within themselves like you. These light codes are recalibrating your vibration. This is why it feels so uncomfortable for you. You felt the energy move to your throat and your mouth because that is how you will transmit these codes, through speaking. Now you understand why the mantids prepared the throat chakras of the Lightworkers during last month's gateway. Each of you must speak to pass on these codes. Inside the Lightworker, these will further your purpose, drawing those you can assist and those that can assist you to you. This will build the community and strengthen each of you as you share information, purge trauma, heal, and learn how to use your gifts. The light codes themselves are healing. They charge words with a higher frequency. They will accomplish for yourself and others all things that the light can do: heal, illuminate the truth, motivate, and create more love. So I am making this video because myself and the client that's happened to are able to pass this light code on to other light workers by speaking and having them hear it. So I'm making this video so that all of you can now have this seated inside of you. Hopefully it doesn't feel anywhere near as intense as what I got. Let me know if you feel anything from this. But now, as you go and walk outside on the earth, you will seed this, like these light codes, into the ground to be given back to all of humanity. And as you speak to other light workers, you will pass on these light codes so that they can keep passing it on too. So we're going to spread this throughout humanity in this way. That is everything that I have for you on this. I haven't come across anything with light codes before. I Googled it after this, after I had this happen, and they started talking about light codes, and I realized that this is the definition that I would have used before if I had known it earlier when describing Katrine Scott's artwork. It's like the same concept where there's like code written into something, and you go to read it, or you go to listen to it, you go to whatever, and you're getting that download. At any rate, so this is what I have for you. If you guys feel something, let me know. I'm interested. I'm curious. It should not feel, let me check. I'm like, it shouldn't feel bad. I mean, honestly, what I had actually threw me off quite a bit because it really did make it felt so strong. It was probably one of the strongest reactions I've ever had to energy. So, hoping it goes gentle with all of you. I'm being told it will. So let me know how it goes, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.